What is up guys, Zach Wolf here, and today I'm going to show you how to fix your PS4 problems. I don't know if this would also work on other PS4 models like the PS4 Pro and the PS4 Slim, but the PS4 Fat version is what we're going to show you today. Because like I said, I have no idea if all these fixes work on the other two models, so we're going to figure this out. And also the lighting, the lighting is a little shitty because I don't have the other good light that I used in my stream right now, so I'm using my phone light right now. So yeah, that's the only lighting we got. Anyways, let's go ahead and show you how to fix your PS4 issues. Okay, so basically I'm going to start off with the no video issue. So this is pretty common with all these models, and I mean all of them. I mean, that's if you're actually unlucky, but mine doesn't have that, thankfully. So, yeah. Anyway, so let's just say you press the controller button, you turn on your PS4, if you turn it on with the button or whatever. I personally turn to do both once in a while. But anyways, you turn it on with the controller, it boots up, goes blue, turns white, but there's no picture. So, here's the only few things I could probably tell you. Check and see if, God, this lighting's terrible. Check and see if the HDMI, grab my light. Check and see if the HDMI right here is actually plugged in all the way properly. And if not, do so, because that's important. Another thing to note, if it's still not showing video even when you push it in all the way, or if it was already pushed in all the way to begin with, and it's still not showing video, well, the thing is, then you would probably have to go behind the TV and make sure that's plugged in all the way, because sometimes, usually, that's not plugged in all the way, and usually that's why it causes the no picture issue. So, if you do all those steps, and if you boot it up and it shows up, if it works, good for you. If it doesn't, well, we got more steps to go through other than just that. And anyway, so if it still doesn't show, even with the HDMI being plugged in properly, I suggest either replacing the cord itself, the HDMI cord itself, and then plug it in with another one that you either have, or just, or you want to just go buy another one. I would recommend that, those two choices, and plug it into your PS4 and see if that works, and boot it up again and see if it shows up on the TV. And if still that doesn't work, then there could be an issue with the port itself, which is the HDMI port. So there could be an issue with that itself. And that's probably why you're not getting any picture, because probably the HDMI port's faulty. So you would either need to replace it, or you would possibly need to get a whole new PS4 entirely if it was that faulty. Okay, moving on to the next subject is the CD drive, which is also the reading issue. Now, if you're having an issue with the CD drive with like reading, or maybe spinning, or even anything in general, or even taking it out, putting it back in, but the reading part, if it's not reading, make sure it is clean. The laser is clean in there. There's many ways you can make sure that's clean. Is if you either blow into the CD drive, which is what I did with my Xbox One when it wasn't reading. You can either blow into the CD drive as hard as you can, not too hard because you don't want to knock yourself out. And after you do that, put the disc in and see if it reads. And if it does read, congratulations, you fixed it. If it doesn't read, well, there's still many more steps to go. Another thing that you could do is you could also take a little electronic blower and just put the nozzle in there and just start spraying all up and down inside the CD drive, and then put a disc in there and see if it reads. And if that works, good. If it doesn't, there's another step. Another step is actually possibly taking the whole thing apart. Basically by unscrewing the back screws. There's like, I think there's like two of them back here. There's two torque screws in there, probably like a T8 or T9, whichever works. And then you can pop this bottom part off and you can reveal the fan under there and also the CD drive. Oh, I was pointing the wrong way. You can see the fan under it, and you can also see the CD drive there. The CD drive is what you want to mainly focus on. So what you want to do is take the CD drive out, take the top part off, and then take like a cotton swab, like this. Take a cotton swab like this, swirl it around. Put like isopropyl alcohol on it, and just swirl it around in circles gently, or just really, really gently on the laser. Swirl it around like this, then swirl it around again to dry it off a little bit, just in case if there's any excess on it. And then put the whole thing back together, put a disc in, see if it works, and that usually fixes the issue. But if it doesn't, that means your laser is completely faulty, and you would need to completely replace that laser, or you could just get a new console entirely. But that other option is expensive. But I would morally suggest just replacing the laser, because it's a lot more cheaper than getting a whole new console. Okay, the other thing is a fan issue. Overheating, basically. So basically, if your console is overheating, but you don't hear the fan ramping up at all, or the fan is just ramping up entirely, like being very, very loud. Well, there's many reasons that it could be. Well, with these models, it's very common, because mine does that quite a lot. It's very annoying. yeah, vacuum cleaner. Anyway, there's many reasons this could happen. One, it's doing it by age, like mine. Mine's doing it from age. And also, there could be another reason that it could be really dusty along these vents. Mine's got a little dust on it, but I cleaned it the other day and it's got dust on it already. But these little vents right here, and also the vents back here, and also this one, there's actually a hidden vent right here no one's ever mentioned about. There's actually a vent right here in the top part here. No one's ever mentioned that. I don't think so anyway. Anyway, but yeah, you got that vent there, and then you got a whole bunch of vents. And those could get clogged up pretty easily, so you might want to just clean those off with the electrical air filter thing, or what was it? Air filter spray, something like that? And compressed air, that's what it was. You use compressed air to blow on the vents that are clogged up, and also the USB ports, because those are important as well, because they could malfunction with dust in them. And also do it to the fan. You can also take this bottom part off and do compressed air on the fan as well. Take a toothbrush or a regular paintbrush, put some isopropyl alcohol on it, just a tad bit, don't put too much, and just basically paint it all around the fan and also the fins, just so you can get all the dust out of the fins and the fan itself, so it can blow out more air more properly. I almost said hair. And then you can just put the bottom part back in, put the screws back in, and just turn it on and see if it completely doesn't overheat anymore. And if it stays completely a lot more cooler than before, then good. That's a good thing. But if it still does it, then it's thermal throttling. I can't talk today. If it's thermal throttling, then you would probably need to either replace the thermal paste in it, or the heatsink is not making contact with the said chip and they didn't put it in correctly. Or it could be either that the system itself is faulty with thermal throttling. And like I said, the thermal throttling issue is common with these, but it's not that common to the point it would be like faulty or whatever. Like, the loud fan is very, very common with these whenever they age. I mean, my PS3 does that too, so my PS3 did it with age, my PS2 does it with age. It's just something with the PlayStations that get very loud over age, even when you clean them. And mine is completely clean. Same thing with this one and this one. These guys are clean, and they're still like loud jet engines. So yeah, anyway, it can be very frustratingly annoying, but with the sounds of the games and everything, it'll just get it out of the way. It won't really bother you much. Okay, anyways, next thing is if your controller, this thing right here, is not connecting to the PS4. Well, there could be many reasons why that could be happening. One, it's not completely synced to it. You just bought yourself a new PS4 or whatever, or you just recently formatted it, or you did something else with it. I don't know what else you could do with it other than formatting. And this guy would just turn on, but just completely keep on blinking, but it will not connect to the PS4. There's many reasons why that could happen. One, the controller's faulty. I'm just going to put that right away after I get to the other parts. The controller could be faulty with its connection issue. So, yeah, that could be one thing. Another thing is it's probably been formatted or, like GameStop says, refurbished, and it's not connected to the console. So what you need to do, plug the USB in. It's like that. Find the end of the cord like this. And then I set you guys right here. And then you plug this said cord into the bottom of the controller. And then you should see an orange pulsing light going there. So when you see that, press the PS button, and then it should automatically connect. And then once it does that, you can feel free to, if you didn't set it up yet, because if you're setting it up, you obviously need to keep it plugged in. But after you've done all that, you just unplug it, and then it should just blink a little bit and then stay blue. And then you'll be completely fully connected. You can do whatever you want with it. So yeah, and another thing that could be, and this is coming from me, myself specifically, if it still does not connect like that, then you can always do this. You can flip your controller around. Let me see if we can get it to focus. I don't think it wants to focus. Come on. Come on. There we go. If you see that right there, that little hole right there, that is a reset button. You can put like a toothpick or a paper clip in that hole, and you can press it for like 5 seconds, and then you can pull it right out, and that will reset the whole controller entirely. And then try plugging this back in at the same time, and then turn it on, or you can just turn it on if it's already synced. You can just press the PS button again if it's already synced. But if it's not synced, then put this back in or whatever. And then that should fix the issue. And yeah, basically that's it about that. And that should basically fix the issue, and then your controller should be up and working, and you can go to gaming again. Okay. Another thing that is common with these is whenever you're putting a disc in or taking it out, sometimes it'll have a struggle pushing it in, like it'll twitch like that, and then you would have to manually push it in. Or it would sometimes when you press the eject button right here and it won't come out half the time, it'll just struggle a little bit. Well, that could be a lot of reasons. Either I'm going to just put it out there right away. It could be the CD drive that's faulty. A faulty CD drive, almost said salty. It could be a faulty CD drive, or the little pillars. I think it's like, oh, that's a little dirt right there. There could be a little pillars right here, or either right here. I think that's where they are. It could be 4 pillars. They're like 4. I think there's like 4 pillars. So there could be one right here, here, and here. Oh, here and here. So those 4 pillars can get very, very dirty over time, and that's what causes that issue with it having trouble pushing it in and pulling it out. So those pillars will get dirty over time. That's a common fault with these kind of PS4s, the fat ones, the original fat ones. That's the main problem with these ones. So if those get dirty, it will struggle to pull it in and push it out. Or it just won't do it at all. It'll just be completely stuck. There's many things you can do. You can either take the whole thing apart, take your Q-tip to the things and just wipe it clean with the Q-tip while it's taken apart, or you could do like I did, blow into the CD drive like I did my Xbox One. Blow into it as hard as you can, not too hard to knock yourself out, obviously, and just to get all that crud out of it, just to blow all that crud out of it. Or just use compressed air and just do the same thing with that. Or you could also use a Q-tip and just try to stick it in the CD drive and just go up and down like this to get all of it out and just blow it out afterwards to get all the excess residue from the Q-tip itself out of there. And then you should be all good to go. And then everything should be good to go, and you can go back to gaming or CD gaming and, and do whatever. Next thing is the next and last thing is the blue light of death / the red light of death. Now, what could cause these two is bad overheating issues, or there's something wrong with the fan itself, or there's a system failure in the system. Now, again, I'm going to just go right away. It could be a faulty system, just putting that out already. But anyway, there could be many reasons why of those two lights happening. One, it overheated to the point something got damaged inside the system. Two, there could be a capacitor in the motherboard itself. And yes, I am actually speaking about both of the lights, not just one of them. I'd rather speak at both of them because pretty much they're pretty much almost both exactly identical error lights. But anyways, there could be a capacitor in here that's either loose, broken, or faulty inside the motherboard. Or the whole motherboard could be faulty entirely and you would need to replace it, or replace one of the capacitors. Another thing is, it could be a faulty fan, because sometimes you can even hear that the fan is faulty, because sometimes it'll make like a high-pitched noise, like like that one guy in that one video that had the red light of death, and it was making like a loud noise. I think it was red light of death he got. But yeah, anyway, yeah, that could be another reason. Or it could also be a problem with the CD drive, the USB ports, the HDMI port, Ethernet port, LAN port, whichever. Well, yeah, LAN port. It could be anything. It could be caused by anything, even a faulty hard drive. It could at least be a faulty hard drive as well. And if you want to access said hard drive, all you gotta do is just, I'm not gonna pull it off. All you gotta do is just slide this thing this way. You have to slide it this way, pull it up, and that will reveal the hard drive in there, and then you'll be able to replace the hard drive, and then you can just put it back on, and that should fix the issue with the blue light of death or the red light of death, whichever. But yeah guys, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it with your how to fix your PS4 problems for this specific model entirely. I don't know if it works for every single model like the Slim and the PS4 Pro. I don't know if that works with every single one of those. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give this video a like. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on my post notifications so you don't miss any videos I upload, because I do upload daily, every day, or every night. Depends. Right now it's nighttime for me, so it's going to be nighttime right now. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next time. And yeah, hopefully this helps you guys. Maybe you guys have the same issues with this too. Hopefully this helps. And yeah, guys, everybody loved my last ones, so I decided to make another one. So yeah, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. And my battery's about to die, so I need to do this quick. Whew.